What's up, guys? It is the end of December, and I don't know about you, but I'm already planning to start seeds in January. That would be my pepper seeds, because once we hit January, we're about 12 weeks away from my last average frost date, and that is when I like to start my peppers. So with me in the season of garden planning, I thought it would be fun to look back at all of the harvests that we harvested for the garden season of 2024. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is basically everything that I've harvested from 2024 garden season. I want to try and get this carrots along the fence at least, even if they're not super big, so that I have enough space to plant the tomatoes back here without them getting shaded by these carrots. So even though these carrots aren't huge, they're in the line of where I would plant tomatoes or anything vining. Wow, that one's huge, along the fence. So I don't know if my camera was on because it looks like I just turned it off, but I just harvested this round zucchini and I have one more on the other side, so I'm gonna go harvest that as well.
They're mad at me. I'm mad at them boys. Did you still put them over there? No, don't even try. Yeah, it's like you.
That is great.
The Lord will allow you to get past that thing too, and it's just like the many layers of
Oh my goodness, my first tomatoes.
Stuff later in the day.
I'm not a morning person.
Yeah,
We have our first Rutgers, which is an indeterminate or determinate tomato. So our first determinate tomato. Yay! It's a paste. So our first basket of tomatoes, that's amazing. I was actually worried about this tomato. It's called the Wisconsin 55 because we are a really, really hot climate, and I was worried about it, but it's actually been one of my first bigger tomatoes to produce, and it's growing lots of tomatoes, even though the plant is shorter than all my other tomatoes. So I think I would grow this again just as an early tomato variety. So this is our second harvest. I already bought in the tomatoes we harvested, and now we have our cucumbers and our squash. Oh, and I brought in the other squash already.
On this side. The big one?
So these are all of the bigger tomatoes.
Down somewhere.
So this is like, I don't know, a third full, maybe close to halfway of cherry tomatoes that Allison picked. I didn't say hi. Allison's over here helping me pick tomatoes, helping me garden, but that looks beautiful. Yay! This one just fell off by itself. Our basket is getting really full. Oh wow. This will definitely be the most peppers I've ever harvested. I just realized that small one had a hole at the top. I've finished. This basket, ooh, is full. And then I have my bigger ones, or ones that had holes and I want to deal with right away, right there. So that is the tomato haul. I'm pretty sure that probably could fill 3 Ziploc bags. We'll go inside and weigh it.
The blueberries will be in the back.
So these tomatoes that Nehemiah is picking is called the Tressland, and I've never grown it before, even though I've had the seeds. Let me see, Nia. Because people have talked about how tedious they are to pick, and they are really, really tiny. But I grew them for the first year this year, and they are super, super tiny. So this next one is called Mexican Midget, and I have grown that one before.
It's called Mexico.
It's called Mexican Midget. And then we have some more golden nugget, which this was my first tomato. All the orange ones are ready. I've been so happy. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest one. That looks like the store. That's wild. That one was called Joe's Big. I think it was called Joe's Big Blocky Red. It sure is big, I'll tell you that. It's not red because I didn't let it turn red, but it is sure pretty. Like, that is amazing. Yay! There's some other ones in here. I have to get in here and weed also. There's some weeds trying to come through. Y'all, I have not grown a bell pepper in this garden. And it's been 3 years. I've grown bell peppers previously, but my first bell pepper. This is my first time harvesting chamomile or even growing it. And they're so pretty.
Okay, so we'll see it.
Our pile is just getting bigger and bigger. I've literally never harvested winter squash in June, the end of June, really.
There's two more crosses up there.
Well, don't throw them because I don't want them to bust open.
Luckily, I got the ones up.
I keep saying that, like, this is the biggest harvest, but I definitely think this is the biggest harvest just because winter squash weighs a lot. So we cleared all the cucumbers. I replanted those, cleared all of the pumpkins and winter squashes. I did replant the pumpkins yesterday. I didn't replant the winter squash, but my husband's cleaning up the bed for me so I could that's called the Blue Hubbard. It's like a pumpkin, it's a winter squash. And then these are all of the tomatoes my girls are getting. Some of them not fully ripe. We're not getting them fully ripe because the rain is just making them split and turn nasty.